We have a long-awaited showdown here. A matchup of two elite quarterbacks. Might not see a better QB duel all season long. Both guys hoping to use this big stage to display their supremacy. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on last season's national champions, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Here we go, folks. One of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on last year's national champions, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Kick it off to get us underway. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Hands off to the left. And the one moves the ball up to the 33. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup, but this is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
They finally get him down, but a big play with a 46.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Important second down play coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. And he's got it again. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Tackle is made at the 40. Offense facing fourth down.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Needs a completion here on fourth down. It's a short completion to the tight end. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because he can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. Gonna have to go back to the drawing board.
Up here trying to make something happen on third and long. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Throwing up play action. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
Big conversion there on third down to the receiver. quarterbacks love a guy that they can depend on in these kind of situations.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. It's a shotgun run. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for walks.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense behind the 6 now in 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Back to throw. It's Carr. He's running out of time here. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed. It's dangerous.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking deep to the right side. Tried to pass the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials now will mark the spot. Set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. He hands it off from the gun. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up. It's a run. Running back's got it. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. To throw, it's Russell. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a 1st down. Great play.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Finds his man. It's Young. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Punt team ready to boot it away.
Number 32 in punt formation to kick it away.
This one will be fair caught. First play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. And they'll give it to the back. Finds room at the 30. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence, and you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the single back takes the handoff.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's Carr. Throws to the tight end. Oh, that one's picked off.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. Look at now throwing here to start the drive. Pulls it in. It's Young. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He's looking to throw. Quick throw to his receiver. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Well, when you dial up man-to-man coverage, a lot of times you'll see that free safety back in center field. Here, because of so many receivers, he has to come up and play man coverage. Does a heck of a job of being in phase with the receiver and then getting his eyes up to knock that ball away. Nice play.
The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 38. With the catch, it's Mays. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Looking to chuck it again. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Fires it to the wideout. Will take it into the end zone. Touchdown from some time.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open the score. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Gives it to the back. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Here's the 2nd down play. And now they'll run it on the draw. Slams right into the ball. They got him for a loss.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. I know the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Play fake, looking to throw. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete, but yeah, here comes a penalty marker now. That should be a drive-extending 1st down. So the offense comes up now on 1st down thanks to that costly penalty. Scanning the field, it's Carr. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country. And they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
So the misfire in 1st down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 32. To draw play. All right, test the middle there, but get nothing.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical into line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
They're backed up here. something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage. The defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Ball fielded near the 35. The returner is brought down. It's a starter on the next drive. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. To the air, it's Russell. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in way downfield. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. It's a quarterback keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Oh, gosh, give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight, couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
It's now 3rd and goal.
So a huge play to start the drive and get in scoring position, but now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. To throw, it's Carr. And the pass is incomplete. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Off target and incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Pressure is coming. Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Go for a catch. He feels the punt. The coverage team able to bring him down. First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. Dropping back. It's Russell. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he's trying to throw it to. Second down play coming up for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Running out of time in the pocket. A throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. That's caught. It's Meadows. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46. Well, the defense knows, Kurt, it might take more than one tackler to bring this tight end down.
Well, anytime as a defense, you always want to rally to the football. But against this guy, you especially want to do that because you saw he breaks through that first arm tackle. I thought he might be able to pick up even more yards, but good job of getting extra hats to the ball.
He makes the grab. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Snags the quick throw. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Second down after that completion. Makes the grab. It's Adams. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a 1st and goal.
I don't blame the quarterback here. You get to 3rd down with the catch radius that this tight end has. Give it to him every single time. Now it's 1st and goal.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Pass caught. Can he get in? Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to throw. It's Russell. He escapes the pocket. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Alabama.
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. You're talking about putting up points before halftime and then really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. The defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
So 2nd and 7, a 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. That's reeled in. It's Young. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain of that completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Play fake, looking to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Offense choosing to go for it here on 4th down. Dropping back, it's Carr. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He makes the grab. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. Gonna run it. It's Young. Touchdown, Bama. They continue to roll up the score.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that 2nd level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. Looking for his big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Fleming. Good enough for the first down with a 37. The big guy was just turned loose right over the middle.
Chris, how did they miss this guy? Big tight end, has great athletic ability, all alone over the middle. The quarterback's eyes lit up as he found his intended target for a big gain.
Gain moves the ball to the 37. Another first down. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Gets rid of it on the move. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10 following the incompletion from the 37. Scanning the field. It's Carr. This time, a completion. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
He's brought down near the 49-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Lets it go quickly. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. On the move now. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Here's the throw deep downfield. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now a big decision coming up here on 4th.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Fair catch made at the 20. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. To throw, it's Russell. He's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, tie. There was no catching him that time.
Well, that's what great teams do. Things are getting a little bit too close, so they go right down the field with just a few plays to put this game right back to having a comfortable lead.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Looking to scramble. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. Man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. Eventually, that's going to cost you.
They punted 4 times already on the verge of a flip. They can't convert this third down. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10 from the 45. Delayed handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Makes the grab. It's Gilbert. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down now.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and when you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.